Firstly, I do not know why the quality on my iPad is so bad. Don't mind the chocolate stain, guys. So today I've got a to-do list. It's film for YouTube, but no one will probably watch. Do my physio, listen to subliminals. Oh, I did job search yesterday because some people want to be like, oh, you need to search for jobs every day. But when I used to do that, it was just the same stuff. So after a while I get bored and I'm not really looking properly. So I just feel like it's better to do it once a week, like do the job search once a week. Because I just feel like it's more efficient. So I'm gonna carry on with my self-employed research. Sometimes I feel like I'm at a brick wall with it, but we'll see how it goes. And then either today or tomorrow, I want to film TikToks because I try and post at least once a day on TikTok. Also on YouTube, I am planning to not just do boring vlogs, but at the same time, I also want to get stuff done. But yeah, see how it goes. I feel like I'm not here for the aesthetic. I'm here to show realism. I put myself forward for work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I didn't get called in today. When I set my alarm early for no reason, tried to go back to sleep and the fucking postman came and woke me up. Also, yesterday, I got into the bath and my glass shower door thing, because I have a bath shower, hit me in the leg, on my bad leg, might I add. Let me show you my picture. It was like that. I don't know if you can see. Also for breakfast, I literally just had an Actimel. I'm starving, but my nan literally just sits in silence, and I find it too awkward. It's actually painful. So I just drank an Actimel and came back upstairs. The first thing, I'm gonna go to the loo. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, update guys, the you know how I said I was going to email those people yesterday about because they rang me. Well, they never responded, and that's another thing. You can't call in the evening, expect people to respond, and then they reply with an email saying, okay, this is my next available time to call, and you don't reply, then I probably don't want to be in your company anyways. Because people do it all the time, companies do it all the time, they ring you, and it might not even be in the evening, they ring you and you're either already at work or you're out or it's your birthday and you're busy or whatever, and they ring 10 times. I'm like, babes, if I was going to answer, I would have answered the first time. Also, if you don't leave a voicemail, it's obviously not important, so I'm not answering. I'm not calling back. But if you ring and are not available to call, You know, because sometimes I'm on like a train or a bus, whatever, and I just don't see fit to be having like, a really loud phone call. Like, no one needs to hear that. So I'll email and just say, hey, I'm really sorry. Like, I'm a bit busy at the moment, but I'm more than happy to call you at 2 p.m. or whatever, and they don't respond to your email, then I probably wouldn't have wanted to be with you anyways. Because phone call shouldn't be the only port of call, right? I'm definitely more of an emailer than a phone caller. I like calling people if we're friends or family and we're having a little natter. I love a FaceTime. Although I'm so like people-less. Actually, let's check the last time someone actually FaceTimed me. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry, I was wrong. The last time I was FaceTime was October 2025. Before that was August 2025. Before that was March 2025. Then it was October 2024. July 2024. March 2024, September 2023, February 2023, October 21, February 21, November 2020, December 20, no, October 2020, August 2019, July 2019, July 2019, June 2019, October 2018, September 2018. Like, literally, like, no one calls me. Messages. If we discount my mother, and my work, the last time I text someone, or they text me, was December. Again, Snap, other than streaks, and I don't do many streaks, I've only got 3. I probably only speak to about 2 people on Snapchat. Like, the 4th person on my list on Snapchat was 3 weeks ago. Like, that is like literally, like, no one speaks to me. Instagram, let's see. Okay, Instagram isn't so bad. Had a message 19 hours ago, then a day ago, then 4 days ago, then nearly a week ago. WhatsApp, and again, I'm not counting random group chats that I've joined for things. Like, I've joined like an endometriosis group chat and stuff like that. I'm talking about like actual like friends or family that I've texted. 20th of December 2025. So yeah. And also I feel really like, you know, like people go, oh yeah, and I send my friends like 20 TikToks a day. The last time somebody sent me a TikTok was from what I've looked in my my thing, no one has sent me any TikToks. I send people TikToks, but no one ever sends me any or tags me in anything. So there. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to doing some research. I'll get back to you. Right, guys, I've sent the email to my local community centre hall asking like about hiring it and cost and things like that. So my next bit, which I'm a little nervous to do, is do the maths. So I know the average hire cost, but it's I also inquired because I was like, is it you pay per person that's going to be in the hall, or do you literally just pay for the hall? So I'm going to work out like provisionally because obviously nothing's happened yet, but I want to work out if it could work. I'm gonna do the maths and be like, okay, how much would I need to charge to actually gain some sort of a profit? And it's like, obviously it's difficult because at the beginning you're new to it and you don't want to be like, oh yeah, let's charge like £30 per person because it's expensive. But obviously if it's 1-to-1, it's probably going to be like at least £30 per person. But if it's a group, it's hard because obviously when you're starting it, I might only have like 2 people in the group, but then a month later I might have like 20 people in the group. So it's like, I don't really know where to start, but obviously I need to see if it would work. But because I don't want to like start the business, get people involved, be like, oh yeah, these are my prices, and then I realise that's actually not feasible, and then I have to bump up the price and then feel bad. I also have looked on teaching LAMDA, whether that's at a school or like again self-employed, but I think you don't need any exams to do LAMDA. Like I've got my theatre degree, I did A-level drama, GCSE drama, I also did LAMDA myself, I did performing arts, I did senior choir, college choir, musical theatre, LAMDA, musical theatre club, singing lessons, like, you know what I mean? But my issue is like, I'm a bit confused. There's all the syllabus is technically on the LAMDA website, and you don't have to pay for any of the syllabus. And like, it tells you like how to like set up an account to like put your students for exams and stuff. But confused because I'm like, do I then have to buy the scripts myself? And like, yeah. And again, I feel like here's the thing about being self-employed. I want to do it for flexibility and money because there's not a lot of jobs going at the moment, and the jobs that are going are either they're not going back to me if I applied, or it's like you've got to have this qualification, especially like if you want to teach in a school, you've got to have PGCE, QTS, or whatever. But again, PGCE, you have to fund it yourself, which I don't have the money for, and it's completely full-time, so it's not like, oh, I can take a day off for audition, or like, do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like even when you're teaching, you can at least be like, oh, I want to be part-time, but when you're doing the PGCE, you can't. Like, it is, well, I feel like you can, but then it just takes like ages. And but I think the issue for me is it's not funded. And then I looked, and you can do like a funded version or a part-time version, but you can't do a funded part-time version. So I'm like, I don't know. And I also think like I wanted to give myself a go doing other stuff, because I feel like once you're in teaching properly, like I know I'm in a teaching agency, but I feel like once you're in a school and you're teaching full-time, like that's it, all of your other dreams and aspirations like disappear. But I've only just graduated, so I like refuse to like drop everything that I've worked for. I say the only 2 things that really put me off doing self-employed is firstly the maths, but I suppose if I earn enough, I could hire a tax advisor or whatever. But then also it's people, like meeting people, because obviously if it's just me, then, and obviously I'm going to be, well, I'm going to advertise it to all ages so that all ages can do it. But it's just like, I'm not going to have any colleagues I can be friends with, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to like just be by myself. Unless of course people my age want to do lessons. I mean, to be honest, even being in this teaching agency, I haven't made any friends. Even though I've been to the same place consistently, I haven't made friends because obviously I'm a supply, so like they have no idea how long I'm going to be there. Sometimes I'm there once a week, sometimes I'm there 3 times a week, sometimes I'm there no times a week for like 2 weeks. Do you know what I mean? So they always regard me as supply. This might be really nice to me and we might have a laugh like in the day, but like I would never consider that any of them friends. I don't even know half their names. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just like, obviously if the business gets big enough, I suppose I could employ other people to be in the business and then maybe I could make friends. But again, but as I said, if I earn enough money and I am able to do other stuff, I might be able to afford it to make friends. Because I've seen this thing called Company Call, where you basically go and do a musical at the end of the day, which sounds really great. But I can't do the February one because I've missed the sign up for it. I thought about April, but I've got to persuade somebody to take me. Because it's only an hour train, but you've got to be there at 9, which means I'd have to, but I want to be there like 10 to 9, like just in case, which means I'd need to get like the 7:40. Actually, no, lying. It's an hour, but I've got to swap trains. Obviously, you've got to leave time to actually get on the next train. So I'd probably have to leave at like 7:30. Well, I'd have to get the train at 7:30, which means I'd have to leave at 7. But then once I get to Chepstow, it's like a half an hour walk. And then obviously it finishes at 5. So I'm going to again be getting back at like, it's like 7 till 7, which is like long. When if someone was able to drive me, I'd get there in 40 minutes. So I'm going to have to persuade somebody. Obviously a family member, I'd never get a random friend to take me if they're not going. But yeah. Let's do some maths. Let's see where we get to things. Firstly, I've done some maths. Obviously, they're just pure estimates. But I'm thinking that I would still do my teaching agency job at the same time as trying to start up the business. So, because I just feel like doing the business on its own isn't feasible until it kicks off. Then when it kicks off, fine. So anyway, I did all the calculations, and like the year's salary would be like 28 grand. So I'm like, it's not amazing, but I guess it's a good starting salary. I looked up how much I would get after tax. They take £4,000 off, so I'd only be getting like 23. Like 23, can't really do a lot with that. Like, what the fuck? Why do they take so much tax? Like, can I not just like enjoy my salary and base? Like, why is everything taxed? Like, fair enough if you're Beyonce, because you work for like $1 million a year, you can afford to have a bit taken off. You know what I mean? But when you're literally, especially at the moment, like I'm on minimum wage, I'm like, why are you taking it off me? Like, let me go, like, let me live. Also with the business, this is so I can be flexible, go to auditions, do performing shows and whatever, because obviously it's my business, so I can be like, right, okay, sorry guys, I'm on the West End this year, so the lessons will be online. And then I'm like, oh, I'm actually back for a month if anyone wants to do in person. Oh, I'm not performing this year, so everything can be in person. Like, you can decide. The only thing is like, obviously you need an agent to get auditions to be in shows, which is obviously what I want. But the issue is trying to get an agent, because really your only real time to see agents in person is agent panel. But the way agent panel was run, like the way our college did it, was so rushed. So I don't remember where I was, sorry. But it was rushed, and I don't feel like, well, at least for me, that my full potential was shown. But now it's really hard to find. Like, there's been a few like agent panels for graduates. Some of I've applied for and I haven't got a space, because you have to get a space to actually go to the show. Well, obviously because I've had the knee injury, I haven't been able to go to a lot of things. But the issue is like, when you email agents, they're not really bothered about emailing. And also, our spotlight, we had no help with like choosing what to sing for our vocal reels. So I have no idea if actually those songs are best fit for me. So I don't really know where to go from there, other than try and afford singer lessons to help out with that, and then film another reel. But that's going to take a few months. So I'm like, oh, so I'm going to have to wait another few months for an agent, which means I'm going to have to wait even longer to get an audition. Do you know what I mean? And like everyone in my year, bar like 2 other people, are repped, and they've had like loads of auditions. I've had like a few self tapes, plus been like open calls. So yeah, again, I feel really behind, and also I really miss performing. So yeah, anyway, like I said, I did some maths, and obviously like 23 grand would be like mid in the sense that like it's me starting off the business, but hopeful if I had like enough clients at the beginning. And I really don't know if I've done the maths right. But this is me also doing the maths if I had loads of business, because obviously I'm doing it to all age groups. So like it's also like it's not exam based. Like I might start doing Lambda afterwards, but at the moment it's not exam based. It's literally just I'm gonna like get a group of people for fun. You can have the aspiration of doing it professionally, or it could literally just be for fun. So I'm like, right. So I could have like 60-year-olds. I could have like a little 60-year-old vocal class. I could have a little like 50+ acting group, but then I could also have like 5-year-olds. I could have like 10-year-olds. Do you know what I mean? So like it's all ages. So I did the maths. Say if I was lucky enough to have like 3 1-to-1s a day. Sorry, someone was calling me, not on the phone, in the house. So yeah, say if I charge like £40 per person, because of that, I feel like that's like, from what I've looked at, that's what most people charge. So say if I had 3 1-to-1s a day, that's £40 an hour, which means 3 times 40, I'd get 120. And then 120 times the amount of weeks in the month could be like 480. And then the week. No, I fucked this up. I actually don't know, but the way I did it, if my business really takes off, I could be earning 80 grand a year. But I really think I don't think I've done that right. I actually don't think I've done the maths right. So with £40 per person if it's a 1-to-1. So I have 3 1-to-1s a day. That's £40 times 3 hours, which is 120. And then 120 is what you earn in the day times 3. Or, no, times 4. Like, let's say if I do that 4 times a week, that's 480. And then it would be 480 times 4, which is the month. That's 1,920. And then, say if I have 3 small groups and I charge £10 per person, and if the business takes off, I have 10 people in each group, that's £100 per hour. If I do that 3 times a day, that's £200. And 300 times 4 times a week is 1,200. And then 1,200 times 4 weeks is 4,800. And then if you do and then if you add 1,920 and 4,800, it's £6,720 a month. And if you times that by 12, you get 80 grand. Well, 8,640. But I really don't think I've done that right. So yeah, could be only 80 grand, guys. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I do feel really stuck in like all areas. You know, I've got my license, but I don't drive. Don't have a boyfriend. Still live at home. Literally have like 3 friends, like I said, who I speak to like twice a year. Work's not where I want it to be. I'm not performing. I don't have an agent. Like, I'm literally not where I want to be right now. But hopefully our time will come. Maybe I'll win a Grammy or an Oscar or a Golden Globe or an Olivier or something. Did I say Oscar? Maybe I'll be on the cover of Vogue. Maybe I'll sing at the Olympics. No, guys, this is just what I'd like. If whether that will happen is another thing. Anyway, might actually get some interesting content because I'm going to Dunelm this afternoon apparently to get some like radiator dusters. I don't know, that's what my nan wants, but that's what we're doing apparently. We're not going to Dunelm now. We're going to Marks and Spencer, so we'll see what I can film there. Also, shall I show you my outfit of the day? Oh my god, the quality of this iPad's so bad. Anyway, my room is not usually this messy. This is just my pajamas I've took off. Uggs. These jeans, I actually have no idea. This jumper's Calvin Klein. The headband is like Shein or something. And then the top underneath is Marks and Spencer's. So, yeah. So, yeah, I went to Marks and Spencer's. You'll see a little montage of when I was there. It wasn't that interesting though. But did find this cute little jumper. It feels a bit frictiony, so I hope it's not uncomfortable when I wear it. But I thought it looked cute. My bag is killing me though. So I'm literally gonna play on my iPad. Then I'm gonna, guys, I'm such a grandma. Maybe this is retirement. I'm gonna play on my iPad, have a bath, eat my dinner, watch a bit of TV, and then go to bed. In the nights time before I fall asleep, I'm starting to rewatch Tracy Beaker. But I just feel like watching it as an adult is really interesting. So I'm now on season 3. Miss Jenny though, icon. Anyway, signing off for today. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully.